Hello, everyone. Schoolhouse Intuitive. Thanks for being here. Let's get some cards for Libra. Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node, any placement. This is just basically whatever needs to come out. What do we most need to know? What might we not see coming that this reading could maybe help us prepare for? Let's see. What do we have? Libra. I'll use tarot cards, oracle cards, and I'll share channeled messages. Libra, Libra. Quiet moments. This is about hearing what's unsaid. So this is seeking solace in the silence. That's where clarity will find its true voice. Inner vision, seeing what's real. I'm kind of getting a little bit of a theme here. Getting quiet, hearing what you hear, seeing what you see from within. Bottom of the deck, you have clear your mind. So acting with clarity. So this is cutting through fog, any sort of fog of confusion with the power of discernment and seeing what's real. And then we also have clearing the mind, acting with clarity, sweeping away any doubts that you have and knowing that you are right. So it seems like we're sort of being advised to get quiet, tap in, tune in to our own higher wisdom, inner knowledge, our own high priestess or hermit, and and then believe it, believe it. What else do we have? So trusting those messages you're receiving on your own or through other methods. But let's see, what do we have, please? This is the Midnight City Tarot. Based on New York City. Okay, we have the Four of Wands. Well, this is looking pretty good. All right, so the 1111 card coming in. Divine timing here. Some sort of partnership happening, maybe a union, possibly in front of an audience. So maybe there's a public partnership, or it could be a wedding. It could be some sort of other ceremony that takes place out in the open. It's not really a behind the scenes kind of vibe. Let's see, what do we have? Which makes it interesting to me because it's what's clarifying quiet moments, but yet then there's something pretty public happening. So let's see, what else do we have? I always encourage you, please use your own intuition and of course common sense when listening to these readings. You have free will, final say, your intuition knows best. Whoa, okay. That really flew out. I am going to go get it. I've never had a card do that. So I've never seen it go like that before. That went with some force. So, wow. All right. It is the Three of Cups Three of Coins in reverse. All right. So there it is. Okay. Right off the bat, I'm kind of getting that there's more of a desire to be on your own right now. Definitely. Like I almost get like maybe some of you when I was talking about a partnership or a union or something like that, you're like, nope, that is not where I am right now. So, all right. This is Three of Coins in reverse. So generally this would have to do with teamwork, right? You can see they're trying to move up some stairs, or they're moving down. It could be either or, right? It's a matter of perspective, but they're working as a team. But the way it flew out in the reverse like that, it makes me feel like, especially clarifying inner vision and seeing what's real. Some of you may be like leaving a partnership abruptly, the way the card left. So maybe this is no longer, working out as far as a collaboration. There could be some sort of group conflict or just, lack of support from those around you. Let's see what else we have. I've never seen that. I've had cards flip. Like one time I was doing a live and it flew up, and I've had things kind of fly off this way, but I've never had it go all the way across like that. And I felt it kind of pull away from me. So I feel like you're maybe pulling away, or you're feeling someone else even pull away. But the group stuff, I don't know. There seems to be some reservations here. You might be going back to doing things on your own, or yeah, just sort of reclaiming your own autonomy in some way, some area of your life. Wow. I'm still recovering from that. All right, what else? I'm glad it didn't hit the candle. I've had that happen like once before, years ago. All right, we have the Chariot. So this can also be a card of speed in a new direction. I mean, this is a triple green light here being shown. So this is like when you get that clarity, really taking off, things really taking off, really like the card, things really taking off, really going for it. You know, this is Cancerian energy if that matters for you, but this is moving forward. This is, you know, success on your journey. This is making that change. It comes from a period of space of having that higher perspective, of having that clear mind, as this card shows us. And that is actually part of the Chariot, having that clarity, having the discipline to make a change happen, to take some steady action. It is in the upright, so you're getting some sort of new direction here. I mean, this could take you to new places altogether. New places, new spaces, new connections. Interesting, we have 4 plus 3. We have 4, 3, and then we have 7. So something to keep in mind here with the numbers. We have the Page of Swords. I think you're going to be getting information little by little, or you're learning something little by little about possibly that conflict, or why something like fell apart or didn't work out. I feel like you're getting information on that, about why it's been such a struggle. Let's see what else we have. Things could have felt pretty frozen for a while, and they feel that way still. We have the Eight of Wands, but you know what I love is the Eight of Wands coming in after things feeling stuck and frozen. And then I happened to look at the timer and it was 7-8. So moving forward, step by step. They are on the steps, as a matter of fact. You have another card with someone on the steps, you know. So now you have the Eight of Wands, and that's that energy gaining momentum. You have 2 fast moving cards now. But after times that were like difficult, or when things were not clear, definitely when things were not clear, this is cutting through that fog, right? Cutting through any confusion, using your power of discernment with your sword here. Hey, just playing off those other cards that we started out with. Eight of Wands. Yeah. Let's get that. I just heard like get your motor running. So, all right. Let's get going, right? Get in that driver's seat. Queen of Wands. Yeah, nothing stops her, right? And there, you know, look at the fireworks happening here. Is some sort of maybe a celebration as you move forward. Celebration, something's coming in. You know what's funny too? I saw 7-8. Remember on the timer, I saw 7-08. And then I mentioned, 7-8 going forward steps. Well, you have the Chariot, which is 7, and then the Eight of Wands, which is 8. So there it is. As I put them on the table, I saw the 7-8. Oh, wow. Okay. So there's something here with the numerology. We will be getting angel numbers, definitely. I get kind of like you're unstoppable here with this. There's like a real force behind this change. Yeah. All right. Okay. Let's see what else we have. Let's see what else. What do we most need to know? We have the Six of Swords, transitioning. It's interesting, you know, with the swords, at least so far in this deck, all the swords, it's rainy, it's stormy, you know. So this could be, again, it feels like a need to clear the air, but involving other people, and almost wondering, you know, is it even worth it? Do I invest the energy in that, or do I just get out of here? Do I just move through whatever this is on my own? Do I just, make the changes I need to make and not even ask other people? Not that you need permission, but maybe you're one who normally would include those close to you, you'd want to get their opinion, but I feel like you no longer care what others think, if in fact you ever did. So yeah. All right, what else do we have? I'm getting this like moving your body too. Motion, there's a lot of motion. And you know, it makes sense the way that card, you know, had just like went forward with like really full speed ahead, you know, really intense kind of motion. And you have the 10 of coins. 10 of coins. There's something I'm getting to about like, you know, no matter how passionate someone is, really it's almost like it doesn't matter if there's no action backing that. So maybe you're calling someone into question, like, you know, you've been saying this, but yet your actions don't match your words, or seeing people get kind of amped up, but then not taking action. That could be something that you're observing or feel like you're somehow part of that. And it could be quite frustrating to not be able to move forward. Or maybe you're wanting to make a change, but others around you are not wanting to make the change. They're wanting to keep things the same. What else? Or they're maybe wanting to keep you the same, like keep you where you are. But I'm getting like you with your power of discernment and you getting that clarity, you're going to act. And you're getting, again, you have the green light. This is a green light, universal green light here for whatever this is. But of course, like I said, you use your own wisdom, of course, and all that. But yeah, this is what's coming in. You know, this is what's coming in. The 10 of coins can have to do with leaving a legacy, right? It can have to do with long-term growth and stability, financial stability, getting your resources in order. I kind of get this feeling about, investments. It's not just money though, and it's not just like, oh, you're trying to get someone to back your project in some way, but I get, it seems to be more about relationships than it generally is in readings for you on this channel anyway. Yeah, I actually even toyed with the idea, like, do I do a love reading today? And I never do those. I mean, it's like, I think I've done like 3, you know, so I should have known that relationships would come up, and now I am seeing it. So I'm kind of feeling there could just be some sort of challenge with regard to, okay, now this is making sense. It could be a very immature, hot and cold kind of energy. They're here, then they're gone, or they're just, you know, this very free spirited, high energy, super excited, but then not having really a plan. So this could be someone around you. It could be you. It's, you know, no judgment here. It's just, it does seem like there's, because you'll notice there's like a kiddie table here, and then there's the grown-up table. So which table are you at, you know, and which table are your people at? Some of your people may not be wanting to adult right now, or maybe you're not wanting to, maybe possibly, but I do get sort of an disappointment in someone around you in some way. Okay, so yeah, this is a timeless reading. It is being posted 5/7/2026. So let's see. Maybe you are 5/7. Who knows? All right, the Fool card. And there's that new beginning, having the optimism here. You're getting on a plane and you're traveling. You're like, it's time. It's time to move on. The time is now. Okay. So having that hope and realizing, yeah, it's not all going to be smooth sailing, but you know what you're going to get if you stay doing what you're doing, right? That's pretty predictable based on how things have gone. And maybe the predictability, the part that's predictable is the fact that it's like chaotic and unpredictable, and that's not working for you anymore. I get a name like Maggie or Magdalene. All right. We have Queen of Swords. Yay. Our second queen here. So yeah. And also because you have 4 court cards and there aren't too many cards out, I would say I am getting people, and some are more mature than others, right? So with the Queen of Swords, there's the Queen of Clarity. If you haven't received the information or the news that you've been waiting for, I feel like you have enough information to go on, to see what's real, to really know, and to, yeah, use the power of discernment. And that's what a lot of this reading feels like it's about. It's about you using your power of discernment to really cut through anything that's unclear, cut through, even some of you may be having to cut through the silence about something and really bring up a topic that maybe is not going to be popular. It kind of feels this energy of, although there might be people around you, you may be feeling very on your own with something. Yeah, so let's see what else we have. You have Temperance. Oh, yeah, patience could be being tested. I'm just feeling too pulled in different directions. But if you don't have to, don't feel as though you have to go to some extreme right now, right? I mean, Temperance is a card of balance, control, moderation, right? Is there another option maybe that we haven't considered? If there's excess on either side or just too much, again, imbalance, then that could be creating the conflict, right? That could be the lack of harmony. It could even be, inner conflict. Like you realize you're doing too much of this, but not enough of that, whatever that could be for you. So, all right. I do get an element of triumph here, though. I do feel that. What else do we have? I'm getting a name like Buck or Bucky or Buckton or something along those lines. When I say I'm getting, those are channeled messages. I'm getting, like I'm hearing, I'm seeing things intuitively or psychically, if you want to call it that. So we have the Nine of Wands here. Nine of Wands, standing your ground. Keep those boundaries, be persistent. Steady, small steps, paying off too. But it's like one phase at one step at a time. What else do we have? We're going to look into if there's anything blocking you, we'll look into your fortune too. Things like that. I did just do a money, career, fortune reading for you that posted on 5/5. So maybe you want to check that out. Schedule wise, I post Sunday mornings, Tuesday and Thursday, and it's all Eastern Standard Time. And Tuesday, Thursday times can vary. It can be anywhere from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m., somewhere around, in the afternoon maybe. All right, we have the Seven of Coins. Okay, so taking stock, analyzing, deciding where you're going to be focusing your resources, your energy, your emotions even. Yeah, it's not just about money and notoriety. I'm hearing that clairaudiently. It's not all about notoriety. I think for some of you, you're doing something for, and this has kind of been a theme. I think it's going to be a theme for May for us, is like really questioning why you're doing something, and is it connecting to what you view as your higher purpose or your mission in life? Or even if you're not clear exactly on what that is, I feel like a lot of you are clear on what you don't want and what's not in alignment. And you can often tell because maybe it comes out physically, or just, emotionally you're not feeling quite right, when you're doing things that are just not, they're not good for you. They're not in your greatest, highest good, right? So I feel like too, some of you could really be feeling just caught in the middle here with regard to someone, a group dynamic. I'm seeing 77 now because you have the Chariot and the Seven of Coins. So more numbers. Okay. And then we had that 4 and the 3, which was a 7. So could consider it 777, but anyway, only because my attention was brought to the 3 and the 4 being 7 earlier. Okay. Oh, there it is. If there was any doubt, here's another 7. So there's the 7 of Swords. Or yeah. So here's the thing. All right, I'll get the 777 out. Here's the thing, Libra. If you, it's right from the start. It has to do with relationships. Like if you're feeling even slightly like something is off with a particular person, or that there has been deceit, I would go ahead and trust that. Even if you don't have all the details of something, you know enough to know when something's off and really trust that. And then you have 777 here with a sign of divine guidance. So this is connecting with your spiritual guides. Ask your guides for help. They can't always act if you don't ask. That's how it works with some of our guides. All right, so yeah, it's about time to have to get to the bottom of something with someone here. Ooh, yeah, look at that. There's some clarity. And how much freer and lighter things will feel when you do have that clarity. It's like a breath of fresh air. I think for a lot of you it's going to be very freeing. It'll be very liberating. Yes. It'll be enlightening with the sun, you know. It could also really help your confidence, like kind of like, well, I knew all along this was going on and now I have confirmation of that. So it's like you get the confirmation you required to make a decision. That's how the clarity is coming through for some. This is a joyous outcome though. This could be new wealth. This could be a new level in a relationship, friendship, going to the next step. Feels like you're ready for the next step. Absolutely. That is written all over this reading, actually. What else do we have for Libra? If you enjoy this reading, please like the video. Helps a lot. Subscribe, comment, become a member, all the stuff. Okay, Libra, we have the Six of Cups. Six of Cups. Yes, this can be a card of nostalgia. I'm getting to just something just doesn't affect you anymore the way it used to. There could be also the initial B as in Bradley or Brady. It's just there's something here with that. There's just the letter B is coming in. Getting ready to. It's like being ready for new connections. But it's just an interesting energy. I'm looking at this Six of Cups, and maybe your intuition will give you some info on these cards, but there's something about getting recognition, but for the right reasons. It can kind of almost be, it feels a little like like healing, restoration in some way. There's a certain element of familiarity here, but then there's also it's almost get like feeling as though I'm alone again kind of energy. What was the song they were giving me earlier? Oh, like Get Your Motor Running or something like along those lines. Getting, I don't know, something. Yeah, it's like going in a different direction. You'll see this dragonfly, bringer of light and color and joy. You know, they're going their own way. Okay, we have the Lovers in reverse. Oh, the only card so far in reverse. All right, so it's Gemini energy. You've outgrown a connection. It doesn't have to be romantic. There's just something here about separation. Yeah, I don't know how else to say it. There's separation. You can go your own way if that's what you want to do. Okay, One of Coins. Okay, so that would be the Ace of Coins, Ace of Pentacles. There's that opportunity. There's the newness, the promotion, the investment, the income. Okay, it's that seed of potential. You might be surprised what's coming your way. And you might be surprised the direction you're headed right now. And you might also be surprised the fact that you can move into this new direction. This seems like a surprise ace is what it feels like. Yeah, a surprise opportunity, surprise prosperity. Yeah. but it comes after a separation. It's almost like that's being stressed. Like you got to put on the big girl or boy pants, right? And free yourself. Look at that. Oh, the roaches here. 5 of coins. 5 of coins here. This is, feeling left out in the cold, feeling, these things are nasty, right? So maybe you're feeling like you're not feeling so great physically, or just you have just sort of an ick vibe, right? So they're getting out of there, getting out of that roach infested climate, whatever that could be for you, literally or metaphorically speaking. And then you have justice. Yes, Libra. There's our card. You're liberating yourself. Liberation here. Lovely liberation. How sweet it is. With the justice card, that's the clarity. We wanted that. The truth comes out. There's fairness here. There are consequences, all while you keeping your integrity intact. Right? You've been accountable. You've been uncorrupted. Right? You've been honest. A lot of you. Right? I can't speak for all of you, but you know your situation. By the way, it's 11:11 where I am right now. So amazing. It's 11:11 and you have the justice card plus you have the 11:11 card. Let's get 11:11 out of our angel number deck. Yeah, this is going to be about trusting your intuition, okay? And of course, spiritual awakening. So you are drawn to higher vibrations. You deserve something better here. You know it. You feel it. It's like you can't keep doing the same anymore. It's almost like it's become painful, it's like having to get up and move. Wow. It's time, Libra. It's time. There's the Hierophant. You have more wisdom and knowledge to share than you may be aware of, even. And if you ask for those, for those signs, we'll get angel number or angel messages too. We'll get some galactic angel messages. Actually, let's get some now. The Hierophant here, though. The Hierophant, and so you have multiple 5s in here. You have multiple 6s. You have multiple 7s. You have a lot of repeat numbers in your reading. Yeah. But the Hierophant, they are the teacher, they have that spiritual wisdom. Others commit to them. They're not trying to recruit people. They're like solid in their temple or their church or wherever they are, whatever they're the ones kind of stationary. This is like an organization. Maybe you finally get justice within an organization or an institution. When a random thought or song pops into your head, it's a special message from your angels. I will tell you, I had to restart the video. Sorry about that. Had to stop and restart. And you have, when a random thought or song pops into your head, it's a special message from your angels. Yeah, I've been hearing a lot of songs in my head throughout this reading that want to be sung. Okay. What else do we have? Maybe you're picking up on songs too. Please learn to trust in yourself. You can accomplish great things if you choose to believe. If you choose to believe. And, oh, wow, okay. So allow yourself forgiveness. Nothing was in vain, Libra. It's not going to help you in any way to just sort of stay where you are and beat yourself up about it, right? Or to beat yourself up about not getting out of something sooner or not seeing something sooner. That's something a lot of us struggle with. Sometimes we just have to let it go. A lot of things in this school of life, they're just lessons. I'm always by your side, guiding you along your path. Watch for my light. All right. And I would like to get I want to get an Abiola Abrams African Goddess Rising card. And I like to look in the book for what she says too. So I will do that for this card. Okay. Yasiji. This is about living out loud. Card 31. Okay, maybe you resonate with 31 in some way. All right, so we have Goddess of Living Out Loud. She's connecting to the element of water. And Yasiji has the reputation of being a free-spirited party goddess. Ooh. For the Dogon people of Mali, she was the first Yasigne, or Yasi, okay, Yasigne, Yasign. Okay. Anyway, they were women empowered to participate in masked dances. So the guidance here is to express yourself. You have something to say. All right. Share your voice, share your magic, express your you-ness. So the way you express yourself won't make everyone happy. That's okay. You're not meant to. We talked about that. It may not be popular opinion, but it's got to come out anyway. That was that Queen of Swords energy. Okay. So this is living out loud, and self-expression can look different for everyone, right? But for outgoing extroverts, self-expression is going to be maybe dancing on the tables, right? We've all met those people. Screaming to get your point of view across, maybe. But then introverts may speak out in other ways and save the latter parts of their personalities for other areas of life, or for those just close to them. But the declaration here is, I'm free to express myself fully. Right? You're free to express yourself fully here with this card. Now, what else do we have? Love the deck, love the book. My only thing is I wish there was, a little, that they would tell me how to pronounce the words. Then I feel like at least I'm doing them justice. Okay, so we have etheric chords here with Urzuli Dantor. Card 27, maybe that's your special number in some way. Okay, I don't think I've ever seen this card. All right, so this one is, I am getting something, I'm hearing something about like march to the beat of your own drum sort of thing. This is about, so this is cool, because we had, the only card you had in reverse was the Lovers. This goddess is actually connecting to the Lovers in the element of fire. So she fought elbow to elbow with people during the Haitian Revolution to protect mothers and children, and she represents healing of the dark mother. So if something isn't wholehearted love, you're being encouraged to release it and remember your worth. That came into this reading and your last reading. So the energy cords binding you and someone you no longer wish to be attached to are strong. You must be willing to let go. Close your eyes. See divine swords of goddesses or gods' loving light separating you and dissolving the cords between you and this other person. You're both whole and healed. Envision that. So just as you shower to cleanse physical grime, there's also grime in the form of energetic cords, right? So this is, they could be called karmic ribbons, emotional cords. Spiritual maintenance is required, though. Whatever we call them, it's we need to take care of it, right? So this is knowing that the declaration here is, I am worthy, compassionate, and whole. All right. Let's get some cards for your fortune, too. Well, this card was tucked underneath the deck. Actually, it was tucked. This is the deck here, but then it was tucked underneath a different deck. So this was underneath the fortune deck, and it says, pull back, retreat, recharge. How funny, right? Time to reconnect and strengthen your soul. All right. Getting clear, getting strong, getting in control. Whoa. What else do we have for Libra? On the floor, we have Key. Card 15, Key. Key's been popping up a lot lately for us. All right, so new beginnings, directions, adventures await for those ready to let go of the past. So we're going to let go, let it flow, or let go and just go. Just go, right? Just go. Green light. Here we go. Again, green light. Key in the ignition. Yeah, okay, snake, card 28. The key's in the ignition, but you got to get in the car, right? All right, maybe. You might already be in the car. Oh, that's cool if you're in the car right now. All right, anyway. Your intuition and healing powers will guide you to a better path. Just be careful, though, right? Just think it through. Think it through. Bottom of the deck, you have Unicorn. Card 33. This is all about success, hope, freedom, healing, and the magic that are available to you if you believe. Fabulous. Fabulous and powerful. Very nice. I want to get more of these angel numbers. Let's see if it's about love. connections. Let's get a few angel messages on that. We'll get our other angel numbers as well as animal cards. We have this one, this one. All right. So if it's about love or romantic connections, we have let go of fear. It's an illusion. You're safe, loved, and supported. And then you also have celebrate your victories, no matter how small. Each step forward is a step closer to your destiny. I guess it could pertain to any area of your life, but I was specifically asking about love. Now, if it's about work, this is a great strength. There's a great strength in vulnerability. So freely embrace your authentic self to find your true power. Getting something about being still and listening too with this. And then we have your resilience is inspiring. Keep going. A breakthrough's closer than you think. So that again was about work. Now, other connections. Every prayer is heard. Maybe you're praying to those you used to have connections with on this realm, and now they're on a different realm. Trust that the answers are unfolding in perfect timing. Big element of timing here, divine timing. Let's get another one. How about, those in spirit? What would you like to say? Take the leap of faith. Take the leap of faith. The courage will be rewarded beyond your imagination. What else? What if you have a pet in spirit? I'm just curious. A pet in spirit. You're worthy of love, abundance, and joy. Claim your blessings today and with open arms. And let's see what else. What if you have a sibling in spirit? A sibling in spirit. They want you to know you're limitless. Break free from fear and embrace your infinite potential. Sibling in spirit. What about if you have a child in spirit? Ooh. Your dreams are valid. Take one step forward. Your internal light will guide the way. And what about if you have a parent in spirit? Parent. Your prayers are already answered. Trust the blessings are on their way. And friend in spirit. Challenges are opportunities in disguise. Embrace them with courage, for you're stronger than you know. Then we'll do extended family and then grandparents. Extended family. Each moment holds infinite possibilities. So maybe it's cousin, aunt, uncle, etc. Open your heart to receive the blessings you're waiting for. And then a message from grandparents, any, great, all that. Grandparents in spirit. We have, you're a powerful creator of miracles. Your thoughts and intentions carry immense power to shape your reality. And overall, from spirit, our angels, guides, every ending is a new beginning. Trust the cycles of life and embrace this change. Wow. Very nice. I know endings are not always easy, but a lot of the times beginnings are awesome. They're not always easy at first, right? Not always at first, but a lot of the times you look back and it's like, oh, it's worth it, right? Worth it. Let's see what else we have. Let's get some more. I want to see if there's anything we need to let go of. What else? What do we need to let go? Is there anything blocking us, anything in our way? Decks I use are down below, folks. All right, this fell on the floor. And we've seen this one recently. It says stuck on results, again with the embrace divine timing. Yeah, embrace the divine timing. Okay, this is focusing on the journey and trusting the process itself. Bottom of the deck, you have allow change. View change as a way to grow, not as a threat. Unlock new possibilities. I think this one came out recently as well. And I'm over here shuffling. It's not like we're not doing that, And then you have don't hold back. Oh, wow. Okay, move forward now. Okay. Yeah, move forward in some way, even if it's a small step, right? Maybe even just preparation, researching, right? That could be moving forward. This is releasing what no longer serves you for new growth. And part of this is releasing grudges, right? Lightening that load. We're not carrying all the burdens of the past with us. With that Fool card that came out, that's one of the major lessons of the Fool card, right? Lessons, not luggage, right? Just let it go. Here we go. What else? I know it sounds, oh, it's easy, let it go. I get it. It's not always easy, but you will feel lighter if you can free yourself from the past and open up to new possibilities. All right. Okay. A lot of the limitations we place on ourselves are perceived and they're not actually real. But, let's see what else we have. Closure. Sometimes the only closure you need is understanding your soul deserves peace. Again, you know your worth. Do you deserve better? You've stayed in something too long, potentially. Maybe. And you'll know if it's your reading. Not everything I say in this reading is going to resonate with everybody. And it could be your reading and maybe it's not. We have communication here. So there's a message from the heart trying to be expressed. Be mindful of what you say and use discernment, right? There's that word discernment again. Whoops. We have many things came out. The ones I saw are happiness, hobbies, travel, and starseed. Okay, so let's get into these. All right. Oh, and crowning, apparently. I wasn't even going to turn that over, but all right. So let's see, Libra. We have travel. So there's a strong desire to wander or travel. You absolutely have that with a couple of these cards here, okay? With the Chariot, for example, with, closure and moving away here. With the Six of Wands, or Six of Swords, sorry, that could be sometimes travel. Even the Eight of Wands could be travel or just movement in general. The Sun can sometimes be travel, as well as the Fool. So yeah, there's a strong desire to wander or travel and explore the world. It's time you do so. So expect to travel soon. And then Starseed, this is about your essence being magical and appearing in multiple bodies, lifetimes, and dimensions. So again, believe in your magic. There's also something here about hobbies. That's a great way to distract you from worries and troubles. So create a roadmap. Turn your hobby into a side hustle, maybe. Maybe that's what a lot of you are focused on. And then we have, crowning, happiness, positive energies flowing around you, within you. Stay optimistic. There's a lot of good coming your way. A lot of good coming your way here, Libra. And look at this. With crowning, you're being initiated right now, so let go of who you were. Embrace the mystery of who you've yet to become. We don't always know where the road leads us, but sometimes we know we just need to get on with it, right? So speaking of which, let's get our final cards, then we'll get on with it. Get on with our day, or night, whatever it is. All right, Animal Healing cards. Animal Healing by Britta Bowman. What do we have? For Libra, Lizard, aligning to eternity. Okay. Don't let time or space limit you. Believe everything is possible now. Be open to magic and miracles. How many times are we going to get a message like this in this reading today, right, folks? Okay, card 46. And it has to do with your crown chakra, and you just had a crowning card. You may feel like your crown chakra is really opening up. My goodness. Illumination, talk about opening up the crown chakra with the soul star chakra here. All right, so this is a Lion Illumination, card 54. A little bit of Leo energy maybe coming into the mix. This is you being a being of royal majesty and not being afraid of your power, letting your divine radiance illuminate the world. And then we have Salmon here, card 38, with third eye chakra. Presence is a key word here. Don't worry about the future or the past. Embrace and enjoy this moment fully, because life happens now. Bottom of the deck, I'm glad I peeked because it's one of my personal favorites. It's the scarab beetle. 50 is the number on this card. And again, connecting to that soul star chakra. That's even above your crown. Okay, it's the chakra, the next chakra above your crown. There are more chakras than just the main 7 that we know about in our bodies, okay? So what appears to be falling apart is actually falling into place. New life emerges from seeming chaos, so trust in divine order and timing. Oh my, right? Here we are again with the divine timing. So that is what I have for you, everyone. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you. I'm wishing you well. Take care.